Why are black men being lectured to? Why are black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group? Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way.
We have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. When you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences, who's had to work harder and do more and overcome. And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. Part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable.
When Barack Obama became president of the USA, we cried and danced because many of us thought he was our last hope to fix every problem, but that wasn't the case. It turned out that Barack was just a tool the elites used to silence black people. Kanye explains how the elites used the technique called Black Lives Matter office manager to fool us using Obama.
What's a BLM manager?
Black Lives Matter office manager. It's basically you get a semi-influential black person to become the face of a white company.
Yeah.
It's actually the same technique these big companies like Adidas and Nike use, especially on the black community. Since their primary aim is to control us and not help, they will use some of the most influential people from our community and make them the faces of their companies. Kanye says it's no longer about talent or who is more logical, but who is more influential.
Well, they actually would pick artists that were less talented than other artists based on their influence, not based on their actual work, because everyone is vying for influence and an opinion.
It makes sense because, if you look at the black community, we consume a lot of these products because we see our so-called heroes representing these major companies, so we want to be part of the history. These people have so much control over us that we just don't see or realize it.
It's the most important thing you can have is control. Look at me, all the money, all the influence, and I have to act a complete ass to have any say-so of anything that my children are doing, because that group of people have control and say-so over all the children inside of the Klan.
All those still sleeping, please do some research. As a black person, what did Obama do to help the community improve? Nothing. Shamelessly, he was even awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. I just don't understand for what reason, because he did absolutely nothing.
President Obama received a Nobel Prize for doing nothing but winning a presidential election while being black, to put it bluntly.